Alright, well we are, so Lucky is going to take us on a little tour of the Schwartz's Tavern, and we're looking at corn cribs that are just right outside. And tobacco barn. How old are these structures approximately?
This one's not finished, and the man has died, so I don't know whether it'll ever get finished.
Oh, okay.
But this has been here for a good while. And they want to get the bottom there.
I'll work on that, right?
But they haven't found anybody to do it.
Yeah.
And you see that big tree there?
I do.
It's been there about 200 years.
That is a broad one.
Yeah.
Did your son have a good turnout and everything at the wine festival?
Yeah. We didn't get as good a crowd as we wanted, but anyway.
Yeah, the rain and inside, it would have been nice to have that outside with a nice...
We made a profit.
Nice one thing, that's good. And that's going to the black...
That's the first thing they say here in Blackstone, for the first time you had made a profit. So.
Well, that was good. Yeah, I believe DeVault Vineyards. I've done some stuff with DeVault up there.
We're going to continue having it.
Well, good. We are heading into the tavern.
This used to be the Chamber of Commerce room, but they moved out, so we have made it into a bedroom because you cannot go upstairs to bedrooms. So this just gives you an idea of what
a bedroom would have looked like back then.
We're going to the dining room now.
And what year was this? I guess it may have had several different.
Yeah, had a number of people. Before the American Revolution, James Williams built the two center rooms, this room and that room, as a dwelling for him and his family. In 1789, John Andrew Schwartz acquired this dwelling and 140 acres from James Williams at the intersection of Old Jordan Road, Cox's Road, and Oak Church Road. This plot of land was near a tavern operated by Francis White on the other side of the railroad track. In May of 1798, Schwartz was issued a license to operate in their tavern. And since it was on a major crossroad and a route from North Carolina to Petersburg, this became a prime location for weary travelers. With Dwight's Tavern across the road and Schwartz's Tavern means black in German, the area became known to blacks and whites until around 1888, when the name was changed to Blackstone, named after a famous English Jewist, William Blackstone.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Of the 18th century. The north side addition of the tavern was added on sometime before 1798. By 1804, John Schwartz has become a very successful farmer and a partner in the firm of Cox, Schwartz and Company. It's during this time that the southern addition was added to the tavern as a dwelling area for the family. In 1807, John Schwartz passed away. His wife, Elizabeth Schwartz, was granted a license to operate the ordinary and operated from 1807 to 1820. In 1825, a license is issued to John A. Schwartz, Jr. and Asa Wynn, husband to Aunt Elizabeth Schwartz, sister to John. In 1839, after the death of John Schwartz, Jr., Asa Wynn bought the tavern and continued the operation until his death. From 1841 to 1907, John Schwartz's tavern was sold to various people until 1909, when Gideon Anderson and his wife, Virginia Claiborne Anderson, bought the property for their home. After the death of the Andersons, Schwartz's tavern fell in decay until 1974.
Oh, okay.
When the Andersons' heir deeded the property to the town of Blackstone with the intention that it be restored and open to the public. We now enter the dining area and the oldest part of the tavern, which was built by James Williams. As weary travelers entered into the tavern, they would be greeted with the opportunity to purchase a meal or establish a place to sleep for the night. The price based on one bed, a share bed, or a space on the floor. Tavern's guest rooms normally had 4 to 5 beds in one room. That door there's 3 different stairways, and that one there is a stairway to go in this room and that other room.
Oh, okay.
And they're very narrow and steep. This room was added before 1798 by John Schwartz for weary guests and locals to be entertained. Women would not have a fragrance in this room and would probably go upstairs and retire for the evening. The men could purchase wine, ale, and other spirits and spend the evening playing cards, normally gambling, smoking, and talking politics. Mr. Schwartz was known as a great entertainer and would occasionally pull out his fiddle and entertain his guests. And that door over there is the stairway for this room.
Okay. Yeah, you could tell by the timing of the narrowness of the stairs. They're a little though, not quite as big as they are now. Ah, and this is quite. How old was this? Any idea on the fiddle? No.
And you notice these cards do not have numbers on them.
Virginia Gazette. The Weekly Advertiser. You better be able to count. Got the pipe there, so imagine some lively times and conversation went on back there.
In the south, all kitchens were outside away from the main dwelling to prevent fires. As the food is cooked, it would be brought into this room to be kept warm and for its final preparation before going to the guests. And a lot of this stuff would have been in the kitchen, but since we don't have a kitchen, it's in here.
Wonder how those hotshot designer chefs you see on those shows would do with these implements. And It's interesting. What do we have right over here?
At the dough board.
Oh, okay. Just on that. And there's a cookbook, speaking of that, cooking on there.
This is how Schwartz's Tavern decayed. This is the old Blackstone Female College. And those two towers, that part burned and now it's a parking lot. And then the Blackstone Military Academy. This is a picture up at here. This part here now is Clay's Rest Home, but this part has been destroyed. And this is some things that came from one of the students at the Blackstone Military School.
Oh, okay. Now, when did Fort Pickett?
1940.
Okay.
And these give you ideas of the streets, the way they were earlier, and then as the years went on.
Oh, very nice. 125 years of growth.
Mm-hmm.
Front page of the old Courier, the Courier Record, I guess, right there. A letter from Ronald Reagan and Earl Belials.
I can't read that thing.
There you go.
Is that heat?
Yeah, I think it's warming up.
Must not be.
A 37 star flag. And it became a 34 star flag from 33 at the end of the war. That would have been maybe from the military?
Blackstone Military School.
Military school. Very interesting.
And notice the double steps. You come in right here, and then this goes to this room, and then you go to that room. So that's why it's double. What does that say?
You got a lot of room on that. That says heat on.
Okay, that's what I want.
That's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it says heat on. It certainly takes a lot to keep these two wonderful exhibits continually going. So I'm sure that interest, support, and donations are always welcome. What is the best way to get in touch with you on that?
434-292-1459.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll have a lot of that on there as
Monday
well.
through Saturday.
On that, we'll definitely get that in there. And you've seen some early American taverns. This is the famous one. We hope you've certainly enjoyed here in Blackstone, South Side, Virginia.